Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday night. Is anybody else not doing anything? You're not supposed to be doing anything. You're supposed to be quarantined. All the bars here in New Jersey shut down at 10 o'clock. What am I still doing here? I'm podcasting, everybody. I'm live streaming. It's been a pretty full slate here. It started. I've been here since 8 a.m. With a few trips out and back, but I just thought I'd tune in, say hello. Hopefully, you guys are all alive, well, staying healthy, not getting sick, not dying, wearing masks, and just trying to live life day by day. I guess I got a couple things to talk about while I'm here. Actually, I'm here really to make a feeble, I guess, request. So, last week, I think almost like literally a week ago, I was on a great podcast recapping an episode, the last episode of The Mandalorian, with a bunch of our friends. But my friend Lacey asked me if I would be on to recap last week's episode, and they did it through this platform that we use called StreamYard, and I noticed some of the people commenting on YouTube were, I guess there's a thing called Super Chat where you can actually pay a couple bucks to make your comment stand out. And I was like, whoa, what's this? And well, you got to turn on monetization on your YouTube channel if you're streaming to YouTube. And I'm like, okay, never really thought about that. So I went to turn that thing on. So there are a couple of requirements before you start monetizing on YouTube. And of course, we can take every cent we can get here to make the studio better. But I thought, and it's not like we're going to rake it in, but there are a couple of requirements, though. One, you need 1,000 followers, which I have. I used to throw up old videos of me and Mike doing I Sell Comics, and then some other random videos. So I think I got that. I think I'm almost at like 1,800 followers on YouTube, which, not huge. I don't really create a ton of YouTube content, although I guess I could. I got cameras. We got mics. I just need ideas. But I thought, I was like, okay, I got that. But they have another requirement where you need people to watch 4,000 hours of your content within a year. And I was like, have I done that? And I looked. So you need 4,000 hours, which is a lot. You know, if you post a 10-minute video, you need like people to watch that. Like, I don't know, like 400. I don't even know the math. So I've been up too late, but. I'm currently at almost 1,000, so I'm almost a quarter of the way there. So if you're really bored, head over to youtube.com/Ming Chen. You don't even have to subscribe. I don't even care about that, although that'd be cool. Just watch some of the videos. And I actually, so this week, I've been live streaming onto YouTube. That's kind of original content, but I've dug up some cool stuff that I had on my hard drive and put it up there. Some of it actually existed on YouTube already, but I was on it. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to take that, like rip it, and then re-upload it as if it was my own. So thank you, Sean McCarthy, 400 times if it's a 10-minute video. So I did. So if you go on there, I think the coolest thing that I threw up there this week is a very little seen sort of pilot episode of Comic Book Men. If you've seen, I guess here I'll throw up I can throw up the link, right? So let's see. I'll throw up the link if you have not seen it. It's pretty cool. If I just do this, I think you'll see it. So, or I can do this even. Let's do it this way. Sorry about all the. It's not really. That's the link to the. So that before Comic Book Man was even a thing, we shot it's like a 15-minute pilot episode back in the summer of 2011, and the purpose of this pilot episode was to get us on film and get the concept of Comic Book Men onto something that they could show to AMC network executives to be like, hey, you know that idea we had about us ripping off Pawn Stars and putting it in Kevin Smith's comic book shop with 4 idiots? Well, this is what it would look like, and this is how it's going to work. And if we can do this, but replicate it, and this is our idea in a tangible format, and if you like it, then maybe we'll get like 3 seasons of these idiots talking about comic books and Star Wars. And as it turned out, we got 7 in 96 episodes. So that was pretty cool. If you've not seen that, definitely watch this. You can kind of see the building blocks of what would become Comic Book Men, the kind of the transactions. What you don't see on there is actually kind of interesting as well. There's like you don't see us podcasting, which came later on, which Kevin was like, hey, instead of what you do see is camera like head-on shots of us going, hey, this guy wanted to bring in a Godzilla figure, and he wanted $1,000 for it. We gave him $10 or whatever. Instead of that, we thought that was boring. Like, why don't we do that, but around the podcast table, and then we would recap to Kevin what happened when he wasn't there, and so that's how that evolved too. So it's a pretty cool like episode or issue 0 of Comic Book Men. So it's definitely worth watching. So, and it's only like, it's about 15 minutes. I think it's literally 14 minutes and 50 seconds. So it's pretty cool. So that brings this question here. Mark Lamb is like, hey, have you ever thought about just continuing Comic Book Men as a YouTube show? I guess that would be great. We would need everybody on board. I think the problem with that, you need a crew, you need budget, you need to put all that together. And then once you put it on YouTube, there's no guarantee you would recoup that cost, I guess. Although I think we could. I think something like that could get even more viewers than we had before. When we aired on AMC, we would get like 1 million people to watch on Sunday nights, which would and to everybody who watched, all 1 million of you guys who watched those episodes, thank you very much. And then to everybody who watched it on Amazon Prime or when it was on Netflix, thank you very much to that as well. I mean, we could putting it on YouTube makes it accessible to everybody. Like maybe we could get like 4 million, 5 million views on something like that. I don't know. I don't control that though. Also, I think the rights belong to somebody else. So it's a whole thing. I think it's a great idea. I think YouTube, right? It's got to be the most watched video platform in the world, correct? I don't know the numbers, but yeah, that would. I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's very we did it. To me, it was fairly simple to shoot. Although there were a lot of people involved. There are a lot more people than you would think involved in a show with 4 or 5, if you count Jay's 6 idiots talking about Star Wars and comic books. So that would definitely get me to the 4,000 watch hours, right? So I don't know. So I'm just trying to throw out more content. I have some cool stuff on my hard drive that I'll be throwing up in the coming weeks. Besides these live streams, besides me eating donuts, besides me eating Jeremy London's pepper jelly, which I did this week. Jeremy London has who knew? He's like a gourmet chef who makes awesome pepper jelly, and I'll throw up the link for that too. That'll be right here. If you want some of that pepper jelly, it's really good. I was not shocked, but I was like, I didn't know you made pepper jelly, bro. And he's like, well, I'll send you some, and it's really good. So we have it here in the studio, and I'm going to be eating it. That's Jeremy London's pepper jelly. That's what I was eating this week. But I have for anybody who watched Comic Book Men, there was an episode 3 of the first season. I believe it's episode 3. Where we shoot a really cheesy commercial for the Stash, and Brian directs it. He's a tyrant director, and we managed to put together this kind of funny 1.5-minute commercial, and I think it's one of my kids' favorite episodes because the tagline is in the commercial was like, "We got that! Like, you want Wonder Woman and Wolverine? We got that." Our friend, our sound engineer, head of sound, Tom Mum, after we shot that episode, he put together a blooper reel of us shooting that commercial, and I don't think a lot of people have seen that. Very few. I think I'll throw that up this week. I think that's a pretty funny clip. So, and what else? I think I have some other stuff, and then I get and then I could just document some other stuff. I do really want to see a day in the life of Ming Chen. It's could be fun. Or me torturing Mike Zapsik with, I don't know how, but yeah, maybe you would watch that. That would be funny. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I have the tools. I have the talent. I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, go on there. I put up there if you want to watch. I think, almost about 10 years ago, maybe more. I somehow got conned into a White Castle burger eating contest with Brian Q. Quinn from Practical Jokers and Mike Zapsik. And that was shot. Well, we were doing it for a podcast, which is odd because you can't see it. But our friend Chris Lodondo happened to bring a video camera that day, and he shot it and put it up on YouTube. And I stole it and I put it up on my own channel so I could get more watch hours on there. So definitely check that out. That one's pretty interesting. Let me see, what else did I throw up there? So yeah, as you can see, if you go to my YouTube channel, I haven't taken it very seriously. In fact, the banner image is one. It says Kevin Smith on it, and I was like, "What the hell's up with that?" I was testing out banner image dimensions for Kevin's channel, and I never switched it. So I guess I should put my own on there. Also up there is so for anybody who watched the movie Dogma, I got to be in the movie Dogma, and in my scene in the movie, if you've seen it, is I get to sit next to Jay and Silent Bob, and I get to watch Salma Hayek take her clothes off as the character Serendipity. And that was a fun day. And there's an extended version of that, which I found on YouTube, ripped it, re-uploaded it onto my own channel, and you can watch that as well. It's pretty funny. It's a good moment in history. Yeah, anything else? Everything else is pretty random. Some Q&As, some unboxings, camera tests, things like that. And yeah, Levi Patterson, you lucky man. Yes, sir. No doubt about that. I was very lucky, for sure. And hello, Stephanie. How are you? Stephanie is a fellow podcaster here at A Shared Universe. She loves Dogma. Definitely check out her podcast called Practical Medicine. It's all about practical medicine, acupuncture, allergies. A lot of cool stuff, and they just recorded their 5th episode, and I love that they're here on a every other week basis. I love you guys. Definitely check that out. So, and Jim McHugh Jr., I wish I was brave enough to do a YouTube channel. I just started throwing stuff up. Not really taking it seriously. I was like, I'm not a YouTuber, am I? But now, I'm trying to be. I think this could go somewhere, especially since we're live stream. Might as well live stream on YouTube as well. So. But then I kind of realized, hey, I have some content that I would want to share with people who maybe like Comic Book Man or into the Secret Stash or just into our podcast. So I will. I'm gonna throw some more stuff up. So, anyways, hopefully you guys are having a great day. It's been very long. It's gonna be got a lot of stuff going on this weekend as well. So, Levi Patterson. You can be whatever you set your mind to, man. Thank you, George McFly, by way of Marty McFly, for sure. So, yeah, maybe next I'll write a sci-fi novel, which would be cool. But I guess the way to be good on YouTube is just keep posting stuff, learn, try to be interesting, and have fun doing it. So I got a couple ideas. But today, I'm literally just rambling here and giving shout outs to people. So, but look for more stuff. I'll see if I can get some of my wacky friends involved that you guys also know as well. And yeah, the Gasolcast. Hey man, if you'd ever be interested in coming on our channel for our interview series, let us know via Instagram. Yeah, I would love to be on, especially if we can cross promote for sure. That would be cool. I guess that's the other thing I could do. I could cross promote with other YouTube channels and get their audience to come check out my stuff as well. So, yeah. Oh, Chris. Yeah, Chris. Definitely check out Chris's YouTube channel. Not only does he have some great stuff on there, not only is he a filmmaker, he just released a short featuring yours truly on there, and that was fun. That was yeah. Chris, you and I believe your brother, right? Did a great job on that. Definitely check that out. I'll probably be hitting you up. I just thought all this stuff takes so much time, man. Like I love editing All right. I don't love editing. I love editing my own stuff though. How about that? I like doing motion graphics. I like shooting stuff. I like that, but it takes a lot of time. Makes a lot of time. So, here's the other shout out I want to give. Mike Castellano is running a fundraiser on Facebook where he's putting together some pretty cool small care packages for the homeless population around where we live here, Asbury Park, Monmouth County. And if you go to my Facebook page, I just reposted the link to the fundraiser. And even if you have a couple bucks to give, that'll go a long way to make a lot of people's lives a lot more comfortable. So, Mike, that's a great job you spearheading that. I think that's really awesome, and I think you're going to be helping a lot of people. Not you don't have to donate $100,000. Just doing a couple bucks, that'll go a long way to helping the community out here for sure. I saw, and the care packages are pretty cool. Just some toiletries, odds and ends, a $5 Dunkin' Donuts gift card. It's pretty. It's a pretty cool effort. It's a pretty cool fundraiser, and I'm only happy to share it, and hope I can help out some other ways as well. Dr. Murlock, Ming, do you own any retro games? That's a great question. I have my original 8-bit NES. That's at home. I have my original Atari 2600. That's at my parents' house. I have a Super Nintendo up in my attic that I bought at, I think, a Funko Land years and years and years ago. I wish I had a GameCube. I think we might have a Nintendo 64 laying around. We have the original PlayStation 2. I think I have every PlayStation, so that's cool, except for the 5. Can't get the 5, but that's not even retro. Yeah, I would love a stand-up arcade cabinet. You know what? The one I really want is the stand-up 6-player X-Men cabinet. That thing is awesome. That thing is also, it weighs like 700 pounds. That thing is unwieldy. I wouldn't even want to contemplate moving that, but one day, my friends, one day you will come into one of the many shared universe podcast studios that we will have at that point, and we will have that X-Men game in one of the studios. That would be pretty cool. So, Leo says, you have an extra N64. I think I have one in the attic. Pretty sure it's either my wife's, her original one or OG one, or one that I may have rebought for a birthday or something. So you can keep yours because you may need it. They're not really making them anymore. But yeah, if you want to play GoldenEye sometime, that would be awesome. Oh, you know who I want to also give a shout out to? If anyone has not downloaded the Pluto TV app, that thing is awesome. There's an app called Pluto TV where they have just channels of not only vintage television, but movies. There's an all James Bond channel on there. Like, you can turn on Pluto TV at any time of the day, and there'll be a James Bond movie running. So you might see Connery, you might see Timothy Dalton, you might see Roger Moore, you might see... I don't know if they're running the Daniel Craig ones, so they might be the vintage ones, but that's cool. I think there's an All Threes Company channel, and while they don't have it yet, but they have an on-demand section, and all the Comic Book Man episodes are on there. That's how I found out about it. It's so awesome. One day soon, there will be an all Comic Book Man channel. Mark my words. I don't know this for a fact, but we have 96 episodes, which amounts to about 50 hours of content. So yeah, they could just keep looping that on a 24-hour basis. I think that would be awesome. And I'm not just saying that because I'm biased, but I am biased. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get something to eat. I got podcasts rolling in all day tomorrow. That'll be fun. And yeah, just stay safe, everybody. It's getting crazy out there. But I'm going to go watch some Pluto TV. Thank you for tuning in. If you have time, head over to the YouTube channel. Watch some of those clips. They're fun. And see if I get those watch hours up. I don't even know how those things are calculated. It seems to be creeping up very slowly. But anyways, my computer's forcibly prompting me to run Pluto TV for years. I always say, no, you've changed your mind. Mike, it's amazing. It's changed my life. Here in the studio, I'll just put it on, and I'll literally just watch James Bond all day or have it in the background. So, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for tuning into my silliness.